Hi there, I'm Pam Carr and I'm here today with my hook and my yarn to show left-handed crocheters how to get started with crochet. I've had a lot of requests for this as people have been watching my left-handed videos over on my Instagram for Caraway Crochet, and I thought I would get down to it and make some videos. So this is a really basic introduction with a slip knot rather, and also how to do the chaining that you need to do at the beginning of every crochet project. It also talks a little bit about yarn and which hook maybe to get to start with, so I hope that you'll enjoy that. And yes, if you like what you see, please subscribe to my video. It's a beginning video channel and I need lots of subscribers and new people watching, so share it with your friends if you have any left-handed friends out there. And also click on the little bell because that gives you notifications whenever I upload new videos. So the next video after this is going to be introducing you to the single crochet, and then I'm planning to do a simple single crochet project, and then after that we'll move on to the double crochet. So it's going to be a little bit of a series for beginning crocheters. So enjoy, and thank you very much for watching my channel, and hopefully you'll subscribe. Thank you.
Well, hi there, it's Pam Carr here, and I'd promised some left-handed crocheters that are following me to do some beginner videos. So here I am with a beginner video for left-handed crochet, and I'm going to say that I'm using in this video an H hook, which is 5 millimeters. So I recommend this if you're starting crocheting, to start out with an H hook. So if you haven't got any supplies in, it's a good idea to get an H hook. You can have whatever kind you want. This is an aluminum one, but you can get all different types of these hooks from any of your local craft stores. And then I'm going to be using a 4 worsted weight. It's called worsted weight yarn, and it comes in a sizing of a 4. And so you can see this when you look at a yarn package. This is cotton, so you can get 4 in a cotton. You can get the 4 weight in acrylic, and you can also get it in pure wool. And if you look on the labels, it always tells you recommended sizes. So this one recommends that you use a 5 millimeter crochet hook, or 4.5 knitting. The knitting is the cross. Let's see if I can show you here. Here. The knitting is here, the crochet is there. Washing instructions are here. So this is a cotton, Bernat Handicrafter cotton. These are good for making dishcloths. And these might be a good idea if you wanted to make a dishcloth with a single crochet, just to practice your stitching. Then weights, all yarn is not the same. So this is a chunky, it's a super bulky, and it is a size 6. And they also give you recommendations here on the side. So for crochet, it recommends a 9 millimeter. Now the hook sizes are recommended on here, but you do not have to stick to them. Some people like to use a larger hook. Like for this, when I make my freedom beanies, which I have a pattern on here for, I use a Q hook because I'm making nice big loopy stitches, and it makes up the hat really fast, and a Q hook is much bigger than the 9 millimeters recommended here. So you can use your creativity. You're not tied to what they say on the label. And here is an acrylic yarn. I've just used this Impeccable by Loops and Threads to make a poncho, and here you can see it's a size 4, right? So all of the labels, if you look on them, size 4 is often referred to as a worsted weight yarn. So let's get that out of the way. And then I'm going to show you today a couple of things that you need when you're starting out. So the first thing I'm going to show you today is how to make a slip knot. Now, when I first started, there's some videos that I found very, very confusing, and I love this one that I saw on one of the videos that I was watching. So for me, this is what I prefer to do. There's various different ways, and you can find whatever works for you because that's the rule. But I take it, I pinch it here with my finger and thumb like that. I put my pointy finger out and I wrap the yarn over and over. And then I put the yarn down here and just trap it in between those two fingers, okay? Then I take the thread and I pull it over. I take the thread and I pull it over, and then this is where I put my hook, and then I just pull it. And that is a slip knot. So I'm going to do that again. I'll show it to you one more time. So take your thread, put it over like this, and trap your yarn with your thumb down on that finger. Wrap this one around your pointy finger twice, and then put it down and trap it there. Then you go over and over, and then put your hook through there, pull it tight, and you have your slip knot. So once you've finished your slip knot, the next thing you need to know how to do when you're starting a crochet project is a chain. So to make a chain, you take your yarn. Now everyone has their own way, and you can watch various videos on YouTube here to see other versions of this. Okay, but for me, I always take my yarn through these two fingers. This is just what works for me. I taught myself how to crochet, so this is just off of charts way back in the olden days. So I tend to take the working yarn. This is what we call the working yarn, the yarn that's going to be going over and over and over. And this is your little tail. So I'm going to take my tail between the thumb and these two fingers, and I'm going to take my working yarn in between those two. So take the working yarn, and then you can pinch this. Now the reason you're pinching this is because you want to pull that hole open so that when you want to go through, it's not too tight, okay? So you have, this is where you put a little bit of pressure, and then you have this yarn which is going to feed through your two fingers as you make your chain. So give yourself a couple of inches with the working yarn, and you take your hook and you go underneath the working yarn and you pull it through. And then you do it again, underneath the working yarn, and you pull it through. And the reason that you can pull it through easily is because you're creating this little space here, and you're making your hole nice and big because you're tugging on this constantly. Now, if you're getting too long, you can take it, pinch it up a little bit closer to your work. And here you have another, still got 2 inches here. You wrap it around your hook, over the hook, and then you twist it. You see how if I twist the hook, it grabs the yarn, okay? So you twist the hook, you grab the yarn, and you pull it through the loop. I like to pull it down a little bit, give myself some space. Wrap it round, pull it through. See how I'm not just pulling it like this. I'm giving it a little bit of room, okay? Wrap it round, pull it through. Now it's still getting a bit long here, so I'm moving up my thumb and my finger there so that I can make my tension correct. And I wrap it round my hook, twist the hook, and pull it through. Straighten it out again, go around, wrap it over, twist the hook, pull it through. Now if you're wanting to go this way, it's not so easy to wrap it around. So I like to straighten the hook up so the top's pointing upwards. Wrap the yarn around again, twist the hook so you're grabbing it, and pull it through. And that is how we make a chain. So that's the first step, and I'm going to make another video that will show you how to do the single crochet.